Test.
Yo, welcome back to the Only Hip Hop Show with the Only Hip Hop
Squad.
The execution of LaRon Pierce in the building, you know what I'm saying? What's happening, though?
What's up, everybody? Once again, it's Tuesday. Welcome to the Only Hip Hop Show. We right back at y'all live and in full effect. It's the one only Dane Diesel. Big shouts out to RMC on air for having us, Plains and Palm Trees for powering us. Once again, shouts out my man Cushy Carlito. Road Trap still out everywhere. We got FEB Volume 3 coming soon. Y'all can go check out that hard right now, CushyCarlito.com. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. We got the family in the building. We got some great guests lined up for you as usual. How's it going tonight, gentlemen?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. How are you? SNN, Side Nigga Nation. I'm out here being a side nigga. Enjoying my life. Side Nigga Nation.
G-Mac.
Shout out to Squad. Shout out G-Mac, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Racer.
I'm late texting everybody to watch, man.
Wherever y'all, where are you at in the world right now?
Sean August.
And can I get my t-shirt too,
man,
bro?
Man, you look
just at my house, bro.
I know, man, but hey, Chef, big shouts out to Chef.
Shout out to Chef.
Big shouts out to Chef for blessing my stomach.
I had to make sure
this
people
weekend.
know we on live right now.
I got jealous.
America.
I got jealous, man.
Shout out to Chef, man. He always keeps
I got jealous of your patty melt, bro.
Everyone's giving shout outs and shit. How was everyone's Halloween, though?
Hey, mine was turned.
Shit for Halloween, dog.
Hey, I went to a mansion party, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it got shut down by the police, bro.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah? I went.
But then I went to a UCLA party after that.
Oh, yeah? Did it get shut down or not?
Yeah.
I know that turned up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course it turned up.
Oh, man.
Shout
you guys missed out then. You guys
in the house with their kids on Halloween. Hey, man. Let me get a shout out to them. Hey, shout out to all the good parents that did their shit to take everybody trick or treating. Can I get some motherfucking?
Hey.
Goddamn. Hey, it's some parents that did their shit, man. That ankles and knees is hurting right now because they was doing the right thing, man, making sure their kids' buckets was full because they buckets for sure full every goddamn day. Anyway, man,
Man, you were not doing the right thing.
Who?
You were not doing that.
I didn't even see my son yesterday, bro. He had a whole agenda.
You were with your son.
They were
and you were with me.
I was under two blankets, bro. I was watching a terrible Monday night football game, bro. I was just chilling. I see my son every single day, and I love my son.
You guys missed out, man, because yesterday at Argyle was ridiculous.
What?
You know, Argyle, the club.
Where's that
about that?
Where's that at?
See, that's speaking Chinese to it.
Is that like no
I be in the house
ho?
coming.
Yeah, no, it's right off of
West LA.
like Hollywood and Vine, like right there.
Hollywood.
Ridiculous. And then we went over to Red Foo's house from LMAFO, and he was in
He's still cracking?
Oh, dude, his party was cracking. Like, it was crazy.
He's still getting
The
checked.
dude was wearing a cape. He was wearing like a Majin Buu cape. Like, it was all sparkly and shit with some Speedos and like DJing in his fucking living room and shit, like till 6 a.m. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wait, describe his outfit again? No, just check.
Like Majin Buu. You seen Dragon Ball Z, right?
Got it.
Like,
I mean,
he has the cape.
I've never seen that. Do I really need to get into anime, bro?
Yeah, actually.
I've heard that's really big in hip hop.
Dragon Ball Z is dope, though.
I will introduce my son to
Dude, how do you not know that? Whenever I play basketball, we talk about Dragon Ball
because I'm too busy with LeBron James. LeBron James.
You're going to watch him lose this year.
And Tom Brady.
We took an L today.
Oh, God, we took an L today.
Kevin Durant is a girl.
Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant.
But he putting up
everybody
points.
over there is a I hope he's over there to sabotage that brotherhood they got over there, because that's what it looked like. He looked like LeBron-esque to me, and Steph Curry getting less and less.
What the hell happened?
But I'm not gonna sound like no way. I'm still in football mode. Shout out to the how many games we got? We 6-1.
Big shouts out to the Raiders,
7-1. Goddamn.
I know the Raiders, right?
Shout out to Tom Brady. We on a bye week, man. Fuck the Raiders, man. But I'm not betting against y'all.
Hey, on a real note.
Y'all winning any money.
Hey, real note. Should Tom Brady be considered for MVP considerations?
And LeBron. Hey, top five.
I don't know about LeBron, but Tom Brady.
Top five.
Even though he missed 4 games?
He can't talk about basketball. He's a Miami fan.
Listen.
He's a Miami fan, but he lives in LA.
I hear the backstreet. Hey, once you can't have a football game without saying Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, or the Patriots, that means you're top 5 dead or alive. You're MVP, your first
Hey, what's up with that Jamie Collins trade?
He's freelancing, nigga. He was just out there walking around on the field, letting us give up max running yards. Made my brother drop my defense on fantasy. Shout out to my brother, because I kill niggas in fantasy. My brother treated me real bad. He didn't talk to me all week. and I beat that ass. And he's still not talking to me. So Smooth, I saw your personal smooths, your little shots. I got you. But happy birthday, man. We saw Kanye. Kanye is back in town. If you do not have your tickets to go see Kanye, they like $60, bro.
That is true.
Treat your goddamn self. Man, it's sold out. Nah, man. Hey, $60. StubHub.com, Ticketmaster.com. It's in Inglewood. Kanye is in the hood, man. Go see this man float across the goddamn forum like a crazy man. They took 1 out of my 7 blunts, man. So shout out to Inglewood for being smoke friendly. Hey, man. Hey, don't tell him I said it though. Welcome to the Hip Hop Show, Tuesday.
The only hip hop show.
Hey, man.
The only.
Hey, y'all know him?
Hip Hop Show.
My name is Scrap, Side Nigga Nation. I let the whole world know, Side Nigga Nation.
Hey, Side Nigga Nation,
Man,
we coming right back, man. Don't y'all go nowhere, please.
Stay tuned and locked in. www.theonlyhiphopshow.com.
Look at my phone. This shit broke as fuck.
My shit is cracked, bro. Look at that.
No, seriously, bro.
Mine is perfect.
You
Mine is
got
perfect.
2 bullet holes. Use your phone as a bulletproof vest.
I know, man. I tried to tell him he need to hurry up and get here. He late every day. I heard he trained circus giraffes.
I've been waiting here this whole time.
That's what I'm saying, man. I heard he out there. I heard he teach circus monkeys how to do backflips.
He must not trying to get no money.
I heard he got a taco stand, 3 taco stands.
Right, it's a chain.
Selling Chinese food. Medical emergency. He having medical emergency, man. Back pain. They boy had back pain every day this week. Getting on my last nerve. Curtis.
What's good, y'all?
What's good?
What's up?
Good.
What's up, Trez? My bad, bro. I'm a little late.
What's up?
A little bit.
What's up, man? I'm walking home.
Yeah. What's good?
Yeah, you already know, man.
You know, it's traffic.
Yeah. You know it's always something.
How you doing?
Oh gosh.
Why the fuck you always hopping in my business? The way my name be out your mouth, I'm like your dentist. You brought me gossip, coughing, caught me your sickness. I had to block you, stop you, make a decision. I don't know, I just do me and get these digits. I watch my pennies turn to many, I'm addicted. You say you don't like how I do it while you bitching. Cause if you did it like I did it, you be listening. Yeah, you be glistening. You be glistening, yeah, you be glistening. Stay up out my business, yeah, you be glistening. You be glistening, yeah, you be glistening. Stay up out my business. Sometimes I wanna uninstall my social networks. The times that I am not involved, I do my best work. The gossip, I don't miss it all. It makes my head hurt. All that talking, don't it hurt your jaw? Just answer yes, sir. Life was better when we played Pogs on Granny's dresser back when Expos was in Montreal. I'm just reflecting, I'm expecting an important call. So here's my exit, gotta love me for my every flaw. My imperfection, not to mention I expose it all. I don't be flexing, put my feelings in a U-Haul and change directions. Watch me put that hoe in neutral and get to stepping. Watch me put that hoe in neutral. Just give me a second. Why the fuck you always hopping in my business? The way my name be out your mouth, I'm like your dentist. You brought me gossip, coughing, caught me your sickness. I had to block you, stop you, make a decision. I don't know, I just do me and get these digits. I watch my pennies turn to many, I'm addicted. You say you don't like how I do it while you bitching. Cause if you did it like I did it, you be glistening. Yeah, you be glistening. You be glistening. Yeah, you be glistening. Stay up out my business. Yeah, you be glistening. You be glistening. Yeah, you be glistening. Stay up out my business. I seen a girl that looked like Dominique Dawes in a red skirt mixed with Rosario Dawes. When I met her, told her, soon as you gone and drop them draws, I'm going head first. See, now that was a metaphor. Swish for my network. I did it for the nookie like I'm Fred Durst. see you did it for the cookie like you baby D. Like, don't be hooking me up with a little sister that's bigger than a big sister. Pretty please, you kidding me? I'm meant to be. Why the fuck you always hopping in my business? The way my name be out your mouth, I'm like your dentist. You brought me gossip, coughing, caught me your sickness. I had to block you, stop you, make a decision. I don't know, I just do me and get these digits. I watch my pennies turn to many, I'm addicted. You say you don't like how I do it, why you bitching? Cause if you did it like I did it, you be glistening. Yeah, you be glistening. Give it a bop.
Yo, welcome back to the Only Hip Hop Show with the Only Hip Hop
Squad.
Cousin P in the building. What's up, cousin?
What's up, Cousin P? Cousin P.
What's up, fam?
What's up, fam?
What was you for Halloween, Cousin P? What did yourself? What'd you do? Like, did you dress up or what? You just stay home?
Chill.
Real niggas stay in for Halloween.
You chill with Lamar?
What about...
I mean, he looked mean enough already, so.
Who is Lamar?
His son.
You have a son?
Ooh.
I didn't know that, bro. I'm finding out shit. You was one of them parents. I was just... Shout out to all the good parents, man. Shout out to everybody doing good shit, especially if you're doing good music, man. Welcome back to the
Only Hip Hop Show.
Hip Hop Show, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, man. I don't want you to get no.
Speaking of
energy
good
on me.
music, yo, that music video was fire, right?
Right, that was my business.
Hey.
Man, that
Curtis King.
CK, man,
Seriously.
he come with it every
And that hook too, right? That hook was
Man,
just
I felt like
money.
I was talking. I feel like, you feel me?
Relatable.
His visuals do not disappoint.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you follow it up with the music, man. I can't start the conversation.
appreciate that.
Let's get to the
I mean,
front.
but
Wait. Hold up.
I'm a fan. Excuse me, man.
This is his first time that he's
It's
been on
family.
the show, you know what I'm saying? This is his second time, you know what I mean? But, man, Curtis King is dope, man. He's a dope producer. He produced with a lot of people. And his marketing tips is crazy as fuck on YouTube, man.
Sure.
Roscoe the Taco, that was funny too, you know what I'm saying? Like all them hilarious videos on Facebook too, man. But all right, go ahead, do the honors, thing.
Oh, no, well, without further ado, I mean, they kind of already laid the foundation for y'all, so we will just bring them on. Curtis King in the house once again. What's up, family?
Welcome
What's
back.
good?
God
How y'all
bless.
doing?
What's going on, bro?
Good to be back.
We blessed, bro. We blessed.
Appreciate the invitation back for sure.
Oh man, always,
Always.
man. Always.
So my business. You already got the accolades, you got the compliments for it. So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll start there. You know, what was really the science behind that? Because I definitely heard some. I mean, my man, Mr. August, he be on the social media fast, so I kind of heard some of that. So
Uninstall the apps, baby.
what inspired that?
That particular line,
That song.
that song.
But then we can get into the line too.
I mean, honestly, that song is inspired by just this crazy time that we live in now. Like, we literally are glued to our phones. Our phones are literally like our leashes sometimes. And we can't get away from social media. We can't, like, I have to literally turn my phone over when I go to sleep because I know it's going to be somebody liking a picture at 4 a.m. and waking you up on some random stuff, somebody you never met in your life. So really, the song was like, I needed a song that somebody would listen to when they wanted to just unplug. To me, this is an unplug from the internet type song. So that's partly is multi-layered, and the other part of that is just people be all in your business. Sometimes they don't need to be in your business, and you're trying to do great things. It just comes with the territory. So that song is literally inspired by people who got people in their business, and it's kind of a message to them like you could be shining too if you spent that energy and exerted it into something productive. So that's literally the inspiration with that song. But even that line is just like, just want to unplug sometimes. That's all.
Right.
People don't understand how important it is to unplug, bro.
Oh, man.
I want to stay there with you.
Yeah.
Because it's something that you actively have to do. And
I'm a
reader, bro. So if you read, it's like any distraction is a huge distraction. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to actively put their phone over here or to actively uninstall Instagram, it takes a phase or it takes a certain realization. Did you come to some type of event that kind of led you to that? Or
Well, at first I had to unplug because I don't know, like when this comes to this time, this place and time, we talk about all of the killings and all of like the police killings and everything that's been going on. And I don't really speak on a lot of that stuff on a regular basis. But when we think back on this time, like 30, 40 years from now, this is going to be like our civil rights, movement in time and in place. This is going to be our equivalent of that, right? So when we tell our kids, man, how was it living when all of this stuff was going on? We have a story to tell. You know, everybody's not on the front line of it, and I'm surely not on the front line of it, but seeing murder on your timeline on Facebook when you're waking up in the morning. So it's like whether or not you want to see it or not, going on your Vine and seeing like somebody getting killed on loop, that's just something I didn't come up on a regular basis growing up.
Actively scroll.
I have to act, and it's like a part of you is like, do I have to see this because am I insensitive? Because some people can't turn it off. It happens in certain people's life and they can't turn it off. But for me, I got to a point where I couldn't do it no more. Like literally, and I know that sounds so weak in comparison to somebody who actually had a dad or a brother that got killed, but I couldn't take watching all these videos, and I couldn't take seeing my friends like purging out all of these emotions, and I can't do nothing for them. Because in me, aside from the stuff going on in the news, I'm dealing with my own stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Life ain't perfect for me, so trying to balance it all and sometimes you have to get cut off. And for me, it happened one time because I did it on my own. So I was gone for like 3 or 4 days from Facebook, only 3 or 4 days. And then my phone started acting up. And so I had to take my phone to the Genius Bar, and I had no choice for like a week. But I tell you, at the end of that week, it was almost like somebody detoxing. Like, I don't know what that feels like, but I feel like that's the equivalent of it. And I literally got more work done than I ever got done before in my life.
That was kind of leading me there, because
it is.
I like this topic, bro. Because I don't want to say sacrifice, but just the awareness that you have to maybe cut or kill something for a little bit to grow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know you said you got a lot of work done. So with that said, was there anything that you can kind of detail with us that you was able to get done that you like really saw it grow in this period of time while you was unplugged?
Straight up, you're not missing nothing. You ain't missing a damn thing.
You're not missing people eating. You're not missing the same poses.
Point number one. Exactly. Point number one, you're not. And I think that's the biggest thing. We worry about like, yo, am I going to miss out? I mean, especially if you're a sports fan. I know y'all are sports fans in here.
Out.
You don't want to miss out on like, oh, man, I'm at work and I'm only thing I can catch is somebody live stream or the homie telling me what the score is. So everybody has their reason to be on the internet. But
everybody has their reason.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's such a dangerous drug sometimes, because it's like, imagine a drug that everybody wants to use and they have to use at some point in time, whether it's for work, whether it's to promote their, somebody can have like a plumber service and they gotta be on the internet, because you don't have a business if you're not promoting on the internet. Nobody putting stuff in the yellow pages no more. So that being said, it's a necessary evil in our life, but it's all about using, when I was younger, I used to look up crazy stuff, like boring stuff that people probably don't even want to hear about, but I used to look up stuff like this chemical called dopamine. And what I learned is that dopamine is a chemical that spikes off in your brain whenever you get like the highest levels of satisfaction, whether that's an orgasm or whether that's getting like your favorite, playing your favorite game or whatever. So whatever it is. So you getting all of this dopamine chemicals that's spiking off, and that's what's happening. We getting this instant gratification. We say something that we think is like dope, and then we're getting 14, 15 people who are retweeting it and liking it, and it just spikes off dopamine. I had the feeling, I said, if that's my dopamine, what is a dopamine for a billionaire? Is it looking at their bank account and saying, 700,000, 800,000, like if that is their dopamine and they're able to turn their desire and their biggest passion into their hustle and their come up, what's stopping me from doing that? So I love the internet. Guess what? I can find a way to jump on this YouTube and share my information. It's got to be productive.
People quick. No, this is my business. Instagram is my business.
Yeah, but
like, hold up, bro.
In hip hop, anything. That's what's so dangerous sometimes with us is because everything is literally business. Like being in a club is business. We can literally make an argument for that. Like, why are you in this club right now? You know, popping bottles or whatever. But it's like I have to be here to network. I got to talk to the DJ. I got everything is business. But
No, I would say for
for
somebody saying the club is my business. What are you doing this for, bro? Are you doing this for a bag? You're not doing this for me.
Well, if
I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? Like,
to get to you, obviously not. But for some people, I understand this strategy is I'm not trying to get to the people. I'm trying to get to the people who already have people and then put me in front of people, right? It's almost like cutting the middleman. I understand why they do it, but I think that at the end of the day, like that's why at the beginning of this year, I was like, yo, I'm not going to do it the traditional way. I'm not going to go. I mean, I'm still shaking hands and networking, but I'm not going to do it the way that I was doing it because I need to get to these people. At the end of the day, when I got a product to sell, they don't care about no, when I'm having an album, they don't care about no marketing strategy. They don't care about, my social media numbers. They care if it's hot or not.
It's hot or not.
So how do I get that to them in an unfiltered way? It's got to come from the source. And it's got to be on a regular basis.
That's the bar.
So that's all that I've been doing this whole year is just, doing something that, like in every other field, man, they understand this concept except in the genre that I love. We don't understand the concept that we got to share our value.
Bro. Say it again.
In every single walk of life, every it's crazy. I used to listen to a podcast where they interview entrepreneurs every morning, and they literally would interview entrepreneurs, and every single morning they said, "What is your stream of income?" And every one of these millionaires would say, "Oh, one of it is teaching." If a millionaire got time to sit up there and teach, what's our excuse as rappers? What's our excuse? We too busy. We got too much money. It's $1 million. You know what I mean? Like we in the club, we networking, but it's like all of these terms get so clouded because a lot of artists don't ever get to really learn what it is to network. What is the word network and all of that?
Hey, you saw Christoph. You got Christoph on Facebook, Christoph Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that introduction? My homie is a crazy musician, man. And the homie's a teacher. He teaches at a high school.
Right.
He Facebook live his lecture to the parents.
That's dope.
And bro, I was up to tears, dog.
See,
like,
and you see
really telling these parents this.
And the way that hits you, I understand that, right? Because even like my pops, even though he wasn't supportive of my music, my pops is a professor, right? So that being said, like. I see that and I understand that aspect of it too, but I understand these younger heads who are like, yo, I'm not trying to be in no classroom. I don't care if it is for something I want to learn. Like they won't even go to MI or none of these other schools because it feels too much like school. So how do I bypass that? How do I talk to them in a way that don't feel like I'm the professor? I'm in a classroom setting. I got to talk to them when I'm still relevant right now. Like while I'm still as a, what I call like a middle-aged rapper, because I'm not a young rapper no more, I'm not an OG. But as I'm sitting right here, this is the only time that I literally can talk to both sides and they'll listen. So that's what I'm choosing to do with it. And I'm telling you, I don't think it's by, and not even like to boast because I hate saying this, but I know there's people out there who are like, well, where's your proof? Well, you talking all of this, where's your proof? This has been the most successful financial year for me since I started giving my value. Because you don't have to sell anything anymore, right? People are sitting there looking like, how can I invest into more? If you're giving me this information for free, I wonder what's in that $30 product. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that and then I read a book called The Go Giver and I learned that literally giving is not something that's nice to do. It's not something that only good people do. It's a prerequisite to your success. If you understand that concept, you will be successful in any line of work, whatever it is. I don't care if you're a plumber. You should be teaching young plumbers, today, whatever it is.
Say that bar one more time. If you do not, giving is what?
Giving is not the nice thing to do. Giving is not the thing only nice people do. Giving is a prerequisite to your success. You have to give to be successful. You have to give value. It's not just giving money, because people think, I thought it too. I thought value was just money. Like I thought it was what you get when you go to McDonald's and you see, 2 for $4. That's a good value. No, like value is literally like, as a 14-year-old, I was a big Ken Griffey Jr. fan, right? And there was a pair of shoes my mama couldn't afford to buy me, right? It was like $140, right? So I grew up and started making some money, and I saw them for $375, completely 100% more than what it was. Do you know that I paid for that? And I debated for a second, should I be using some of my rent money to do this? I didn't do that, but it just shows you the value of those shoes to me at that point in time. When I understood it like that, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like when I understood what value was in that aspect, that's when I was like, it's not just me being Professor Curtis. No, it's not that. It's not me being Pastor Curtis. It's none of that. It's me saying, in order for me to secure my success and make sure that it lasts for longer than a day, longer than a song, longer than a hit song, longer than a cosign, I got to do something that's going to make these younger artists and even like artists my age say, you know what? I'm going to remember you the same way that somebody who taught me how to tie my shoes. You never forget the person in front. You never forget. It's embedded in your system. It's embedded in your DNA. First and last name, you know, right? So if that's the case, I'm teaching a lot of artists, you know, and here's something else too. I don't mean to go off on a rant, and I appreciate you letting me say my piece, but I used to worry, like, who the hell am I to give this information? Now, who the hell am I to spread this knowledge? And then that same podcast I listened to said, an expert witness in the courtroom is identified as somebody who knows more about a situation than anybody else in the room. That's an expert witness. It's not just a witness, it's an expert witness. How many times have I been in a courtroom full of rappers and producers and been the expert witness to what an email list is? An expert witness to how do you prepare for a tour? You know, I'm not saying I'm the guru or the genius of this stuff, but I know enough to where it's like I can give that knowledge to you. Somebody who's 17 and I care enough to do it. Yeah. But somebody that's 17 that can sing crazy harmonies and they're making crazy Instagram videos with, you know, the multi photo grid ones. Somebody who can sing harmony. I can't sing harmonies. I'm 31. That 17-year-old can teach me something right now. So it doesn't just apply to somebody who's accomplished. Like if you the second youngest person in your house, you learn how to make beats, teach your little brother, teach your little sister, because that's value, and you're learning how to spread value early. So that's all that I'm saying.
Spread value.
Spread value. That's a prerequisite to success.
Speaking of teaching how to make beats, man.
Yeah.
That beat was ridiculous. You hear that beat before?
Everything about that. Was that live instrumentation or?
That's my boy, Gosh Leotis. Like he is a drummer, but imagine a drummer who's been in bands all his life going to hip hop and he loves trap music.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, and he's like influenced by Diplo and Skrillex, just coincidentally.
Yeah, no, he the project that I came here to talk about that coming out, nobody knows the date that we're gonna talk about that too, but December 2nd is the date that his project Jubilee Year comes out. He produced the entire EP. Working with that dude is like, I've never trusted a producer because I'm a producer myself. Like you guys said it earlier, I produced for Ab Soul and Murs and E40. I'm a producer, but to have a producer that I can say, I ain't got to touch one finger to one key. I trust you.
That's amazing.
And he's better than me. He's a better producer than me. He's younger than me. He's a better producer than me. That's so hard for, you know, especially folks in hip hop to say, but he's better than me. And I can sit there and literally focus for the first time on just being an artist. And I have to be artist / producer / video editor / all this stuff I had to learn along the way.
Can you take us through that track a little bit, though? Because that track was evolving. I was listening to it and just going like, wow, like he's building on it the whole time. I felt like I was like listening to like old school Mozart. Like the thing is just, it's consistent. It's got the themes, but it's changing and evolving throughout the entire track with you.
That is what happens when you make music and you're not giving a damn about whether it's a hit or not. That's what happens when you make music and you say, what feels good and what should we add next?
No, that's what happens when you make hits. That's what you're supposed to say.
I mean, honestly, a hit, I think a hit is all about perspective, because what can be a hit to somebody else may be like, oh, I'm not rocking with that. But a hit is a hit to somebody else. But I say like this, that song came together, it was a mistake because, you know, at that time, Gosh was staying with me for a few days or whatever, and he was dealing with some drama, I was dealing with some drama, and he walked up in the house at 3 a.m. and I was still like doing some last minute work in the studio at home, and he was like, I was like, yo, I got a hook idea. He was like, all right, well, let's just start building a beat around it. I got to take my mind off of what I'm going through. And literally from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., we just finished that song out. And it was all about not if people are going to like it. It wasn't about all this stuff that as rappers we worry so damn much about social. It wasn't what about social media. Like even if you listen to the second hook to the first hook, it's louder than the first hook because we literally was mixing everything the same night. But it felt so right. And that last part where he goes into the jazz breakdown, that's just him being talented enough to do that and me just following suit and saying, you know what? This don't have to be anything. Let's just make good music. Because for so long in my career, I was worried about like just all of the cliches and all of the stuff that you have to worry about when you want to be successful badly, right? And you end up getting so wrapped up in it that you're in turn not doing the things that are going to secure your success.
What's success to you, man?
Happiness. fulfillment. That's the best answer I have for it.
Yeah.
Like it's not monetary. I mean, I love money. It's not monetary though, but it's happiness.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna put daily.
Daily happiness or just daily?
I'm gonna put daily after what you said. I'm gonna add on daily.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Just to kind of make it a little bit more individual and actually kind of make it goal setting,
Right.
Just daily. That's success to us, Just
right.
We want to fulfill the best things we can fulfill in that day, and we want to be the happiest we can.
Absolutely. And that's the only way it's going to happen is a daily. Because it's when you say you want to be happy, when you say that you love somebody, like these are action words. These are not words of being. These are action words. You can't. That's why when somebody says like, somebody like grandma will say, that boy just needs somebody to love on him. It's an action. So
that
same thing with that.
True thing, man.
So same thing with happiness. Like happiness is literally a daily battle for some people, and I mean for all of us, honestly, in our own way. But when you have to figure out that, Tony Robbins always talk about it. And I love watching stuff with Tony Robbins, but he said that think about somebody like Robin Williams, who like the dude was getting all of these awards. He got known for being this crazy comedian, got his own TV show, got awards for being in the TV show. Then he got awards for being in movies. Then he got awards for not being a comedian. And then he killed himself. What happened? Tony Robbins said he thinks somewhere along the line that guy got wired to believe that achievement meant happiness. Because you can achieve all day long and it don't secure your happiness. That's what they do.
Grades.
They put the star on the board.
That's my son got to come home. I got a green card today, son. I don't care.
Yeah.
You greening me every day.
Absolutely.
You greening me every day, son. I don't care about that.
And those are the lessons that what's crazy.
They do to us as kids, dog.
And you know what's crazy? When I get artists because I do artist and producer consultations, right? I spend an hour out of my time. Folks invest into me to basically consult with the knowledge that I have. And when I'm consulting with them, they don't want like the stuff that I think is of value. They don't want the stuff that I'm like, okay, you gotta, this is your marketing strategy. This is what kind of advertisements you gotta do. This is native social media. They don't want that. They want encouragement. They really want encouragement because folks didn't give them that when they came up. And they surely not getting that going from studio to studio where it's like, I understand hip hop and I understand the mentality, but like we're literally in a genre where it's like, yo, you gotta learn that shit on your own, bro. Like I had to learn on my own. You gotta learn that shit on your own. But no culture can survive like that. Imagine if we was a foreign culture in another country that was like, the parents looked at the kids and was like, you got to figure out how to eat on your own. I ain't provide nothing. How long would that culture survive?
Shit, I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying with if you love hip hop, and I love hip hop. When I say I love hip hop, I don't say I love this era of hip hop. I love all hip hop.
Gotta love all of them.
If I say I love hip hop, that means I gotta have love for the Lil Yachty's, the designers. That means I love hip hop. You ain't gonna get me to be like, nah, after this point, I ain't rocking with it. Like, there's things I don't agree with, there's things I don't like, and there's some things I do like. But at the same time, that don't make me less of a man to say if I love this culture, it's unconditionally. And it comes back to the fulfillment and happiness. Like, that's not a temporary thing. That's like you literally saying, look, this is unconditional. You're not gonna take my happiness no matter what happens.
It's a bar.
So what's up with this?
Come P gave me the signal.
All right. What's up with this project that you got on the stove cooking up for us?
Right.
Before we let you go, we will let you go ahead and chop it up about that real quick.
Okay. The name of the project is called Jubilee Year.
December 2nd?
December 2nd.
Was that exclusive? You dropped that just now? Or did you tell me?
Nobody has heard that. This is the first time we've ever heard that.
What's up, man?
Y'all were the first ones to let me come on. I got to do that. That has to happen.
That's gems right there, man.
But yeah, so December 2nd, Jubilee Year, and the story behind Jubilee Year, real brief, is that every 50 years, it's really a biblical story that you find in Leviticus, but every 50 years in this story, there were people who are enslaved, right? And after every 50 years, their debts were forgiven and they were freed. But when they were in jail and they were, everything was taken away from them, their homes and all of that was given to somebody else. After the 50th year, it was returned to them, but they had to go back and go get it. So I think about all the losses that I've had from evictions, from repossessions, and thinking about this year and being so tough for everybody and everybody going through their own stuff, it makes sense because in order for you to get back what's rightfully yours, you got to go back through enemy territory, and they're not about to just give that to you. So the project for me, 7 songs. 7 is a biblical number. 7 songs, and it's literally me saying, look, this is what jubilation feels like. This is what it feels like when you get back what's yours. It's not a project where I'm trying to make people cry. It's not a project. It's a project where I'm like, look, this is what it feels like to go back and get yours. You know, so I'm not gonna call it a comeback. It's none of that. It's literally go get yours. We are in the 50th year, which is a Jubilee year. This is why stuff been so crazy, because people are going and getting back what's theirs. Entire cultures of people are getting back what's theirs, but you're going through enemy territory and it's gonna get rough. So that my project is based upon that Jubilee year, produced entirely by old gosh Leotis, who did my business. And yeah, I mean, that's the premise of it. Like, I even brought y'all a song. I don't know if I'm playing a song before I leave or whatever, but I did give y'all an exclusive that nobody's heard except for us.
You dropping a lot of knowledge. How do you feel dropping all this knowledge on everybody? How does that make you feel to preach all this knowledge?
This is a blessing. This is a blessing. I don't take it for granted when y'all invite me out here. I don't. I don't take for granted that there are people listening that don't have to listen to me.
Right.
You know, I don't take for granted anytime I'm given an opportunity like that. And no matter how long I've been doing this, no matter who I work with, I feel it's a blessing. I feel I'm lucky. And I'm not about to sit up here and like stroke my own ego. It's not about that. For me, it's about, I know that I have something of value to give to the people. And I know that what I'm saying hit me in a certain place. It's going to hit somebody else. So if that's happening, it's a blessing.
You said it's hitting other people. Have you seen any progress?
Oh, man. Like today, like mind you, the beginning of this year, my YouTube was like dust. Unless I released new music, my YouTube was dust, right?
Right.
And now my YouTube is like my second source of income, because I went from 1,000 something subscribers. Now we're at 9,000. My goal was 10,000 at the end of this year, and we almost there. Like, still got 2 months to go. That's climbing. The amount of people, if you just go to my channel, like, and you see these videos and these comments, like it's overwhelming, because you got people who are saying, man, nobody else would have took the time to do this for me. I'm a rapper from South Dakota, and I never would have got game like this where I'm at. I never would have had access to nobody giving me like this. Every OG that I reached out to, like, told me, like, get away. Like, don't tell, like, go learn on your own. So the fact that you're taking your time to do this, we appreciate you, and I see that every single day. There's not a reason for me to be, I don't care what happens in my life, there's not a reason for me to be woe is me, or me to say things like, oh, I'm bored right now, or I hate life. No, I can't do it, because I'm seeing literally the fruits of my labor. This is my Jubilee year, and it's happening. And now that I'm seeing it, like, you got to understand, when I did a video called, this whole journey started on one video called The Biggest Lie in Hip Hop. I recorded it on my iPhone. Now, mind you, I've had music videos on Red Cams. I've had music videos on TIs, all of these, whatever, these cameras, these high-powered cameras. And the video gets edited and it gets uploaded. It only does 20,000 at the most, maybe, right? I got one that got 30,000. Then I did this video called The Biggest Lie in Hip Hop off my iPhone. It did 70,000 in 24 hours. I did another one about why you shouldn't tag strangers in Facebook because of your Facebook algorithm. It did 50,000 in 24 hours. It's not no mistake, right? So I'm seeing this, and I'm like, yo, now I look up, 300,000 something views over the last few months. You're talking about over 1 million something minutes watched on my channels. And I got videos that are like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. People are commenting, and I'm getting compensated for doing that. Like, if you don't hear what I am saying and don't believe it, just look at my life and understand it. I just finished writing a book. Like, I just finished writing a book. I've been doing 17-hour shifts every single day this last week just to edit it and throw it back in there, getting good words from the publisher about putting it out. Like, I did that and finished my project in the same month. And I didn't say a word about it until now. But when I'm here, I don't take my time for granted. I don't take the time for granted. So I appreciate y'all having me on there. I appreciate y'all giving me the time that y'all have. And Jubilee Year, December 2nd.
Make sure I get that book, man.
Yeah, you gonna release the title of that book?
Oh, no problem. Yeah, the book is called The Prosperous Producer.
Ooh.
There it is.
So I got approached when that same video. You want to talk about the fruits of that video? I get a random independent publisher from Florida. He's like, we saw your video. We were very touched. We think that you have a book in you. I said, you're right. I said, maybe when I'm like 50 or 45, or like, I'm thinking that's later in my life when I'm more accomplished, quote unquote, whatever that means. And he said, no, you have a story to tell, and I can tell that you're articulate. And I said, okay. So I spent this whole year trying to write it. I wrote 3 or 4 drafts, trash. And then I finally started getting a flow to where now, like, I even tell you, like, The Prosperous Producer is broken down where every chapter is another part of the beat. But I'm not talking about how to make a beat. I'm telling you every part of a beat and saying how it relates to life. So, for instance, I got a quote that says, "The kick is the heartbeat of a drum loop." Well, my mom is at the foundation of my heart. So I tell you how her playing in the church was the reason why I fell in love with pianos and choirs and drums. And now that relates to me as a producer. I'll tell you about my first placements and how my first placement was with Ab-Soul and Kendrick Lamar. I'll tell you about how that even happened. I'll tell you how the first time I got invited to the TDE studio, what was that like? The first time I ever pressed record for Schoolboy Q, what is that like? So I'm able to break down these stories in a way that I wasn't given the opportunity to do. And it's like 135 something pages. I sat there and just literally purged out all of these stories that I could never tell. And I take you through like my lowest points, a lot of stuff that I have not been able to share, but it's out there. It was not out there, but it's on the way.
Out there.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more caller before we let you go, so let's bring him on the show. What's up, caller? You're on the air with the only hip-hop show in the Hip Hop Squad. We got Curtis King in the building. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah. This B Fresh live from the Mer Park.
Oh, what up, B
Be fresh.
Hey, I'm just calling to show my boy Curtis King much love, much
Appreciate you, man.
King, keep doing your thing, man. You know you got my support, homie.
I appreciate you. I really do appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
You know we got to get some cooking too. You already know that.
Oh, that's off top. You let me know when.
I know you got some cooking for us too, right?
Man, I'm in the studio as we speak.
Oh, that's such a rapper answer right there, though. That's like you know you about to get them bars off.
Yeah, no cliche shit, but you know I'm in the studio right now, man. But yeah, just call in and show my support, man. Keep
Man,
doing
thank
what
you.
doing, boy.
I appreciate
you, brother.
Thank you.
For sure, man. Holla at you, boy.
Okay, for sure.
All right, Curtis, just let them know where they can find you, where they can go like you, where they can go get all things Curtis King, as well as where they can go get the album, as well as where they could pre-order the book.
Okay, well, I mean, there's not a pre-order link quite yet. We still got to get it through down to the editor, but when that happens, just check back on Curtis King TV, which every single day I've been trying to do a video except for Saturday, Sundays. But I do this thing called Curspiration on there. So just daily, the stuff that you heard here, I do on a daily basis because that's what I need to do. I have to do that. But Curtis King TV on YouTube, CurtisKingBeats.com for any artists that need beats or producers that need FL Studio courses, or if you want to learn how to make your own website, I got a online course for that as well. All of that stuff is on CurtisKingBeats.com. Twitter, everything is the same thing, at Curtis King, no weird spelling except for the extra S. Please give me my extra S. Also, too, Thursday, I'm doing the Concept Festival. I'm sorry, I don't want to mess that up. I got this in my Instagram, but I've been trying to be better about this kind of stuff. So, yes, it is the Concept Project Arts and Music Festival. Go to my Instagram. I got all the information up on there. Thank y'all so much. That's on Thursday. I go on at 7:30. Boom.
All right, so take us to this break, and what song we dropping?
This is so fresh that the feature's not even on it yet, but I don't care. I'm gonna show it to you anyways. It's a song called King Me, but it's produced by Oh Gosh Leotis, and yeah, there it is. Thank y'all again.
All right, stay tuned in. We'll be right back at you.